It's Levack and Goss on 104.5 The Team.
Joining us in studio, the fullback for the Albany Empire. Do you like fullback, or would you rather be called running back? Like, what would you prefer? Mykel Benson with us.
It doesn't matter. Sometimes you call me an old lineman.
Just guy who runs into the end zone
that
a
runs
lot.
the ball.
Monster back. How about a factor back like Merrill Hodge, we can call him?
Yeah, boom boom.
Boom boom is fine with me.
I like. Now we were told that you don't dance.
I don't.
So why? All right. So are you? Is it one of those business ideas where you walk in and shake hands when it's done, or is there a greater meaning behind you not celebrating all your touchdowns?
It's a little bit of business, or a lot of business, but I have a fear of me celebrating and then getting hurt. So that is like my biggest fear, because I've seen it happen before. Like people jump up and down and tear their ACL or something. And I was like, that's my biggest fear. So
you just it's never going to happen.
Never going to happen. Last week was probably the most I've celebrated in a while, doing chest bumps.
You were fired up last week. It was fun to watch.
That fourth down was a little bit exciting though.
Let's go back to your Florida A&M days. You played both football and baseball at Florida A&M. When you were initially recruited and brought into the program, did they have you as a fullback? Were they moving you around?
When I was recruited, I was actually a tailback. And then, that summer I gained a lot of weight, and and things changed. But I think they knew from the get-go they was going to put me at fullback. But I played more like tight end, fullback, so the H-back spot, and I did a lot of routes. I ran a lot of routes in college.
Mykel Benson of the Albany Empire with us right now. Boom, boom, if you will. If you went to the game last week, you saw this dude just running over people to get into the end zone, like to the point. You don't see a lot of running plays in arena football, and especially not in Albany. I mean, Malachi has been the one who's run the ball. Malachi Jones, the wide receiver.
Right.
And his more of a flash and dash where you're just mowing people out like a Mike Tolbert.
Yeah. Is
that a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite players, because I kind of, like people say I look just like him when I'm in pads. Like I'm resemblance. Like I remember last year, one of my coaches texted me, and he was like, "Man, I didn't know you got picked up from the Carolina." That's how much we resemble. Like so, but he set the path for fullbacks in the NFL. But I'm over 30 now, so I'm just in the AFL, which is fine with me.
I love it. You're just so chill though. Like you're one of the all-time leading rushers in the history of the AFL. Are you second on the list? Is that?
I am third now, and I really didn't start paying attention to that until last year. Philadelphia was the one that kind of made it known. Like they brought it to my attention, but before that, I didn't even know I was that high until Philadelphia just handed me a ball and was like, "Hey, here's your 100 touchdown." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even know I had it." I'd never played for the stats, but so I wanted a ring, and that's what I got last year. So, but now I pay attention to it a little bit now. So,
you want the record, in other words, right? You want to end your career. I know you talked about being 30 years old, but are you going to play till you get the record, or play till you can't play anymore?
I feel good. I mean, if everything goes right, I'll keep on playing. But right now, the goal is to get another ring. And I think we have a very good chance of doing that right now this year. So the records would come. And I played half this season, and it's probably one of my best seasons actually. So I played 4 games so far, and I'm averaging more yards than I ever did. Just starting out in my career. So. If I played the whole season, no matter, I don't know what would happen. So,
running back, factor back for the Albany Empire, Mykel Boom Boom Benson with us right now, 104.5 The Team. So, you won an Arena Bowl championship with the Philadelphia Soul.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who, and I know you're not. I know you're going to tell me I don't look ahead. Whatever, I know. So let's just skip past that. Let's get past the niceties. If the Arena Bowl is here in Albany and you're playing the Soul, are you going to be all right mowing down your former teammates?
Yeah, I did it last week, so I didn't have a problem doing that. But when that time comes, there's the saying like big time players make big time plays in big time games. So I feel like I'm one of those players. If my number gets called, I feel like I have to do what I have to do. So,
do we know what happened with Coach Keefe in the Soul Coach pregame? Do you got a little insight to us there?
Actually, honestly, I really don't know. But I know at the end of the game they shook hands and then they went about their way. So it wasn't that serious, I don't think.
But your teammates knew. So there was a little, like, I don't know if in the locker room somebody knew, and, like, did it fire you guys up at all, or you just kind of were doing your things?
It wasn't even brought to our attention until, like, Monday or Tuesday when we came into meetings. So I didn't know about it. Maybe some other players did, but I didn't. And, I was in my, warm-up zone.
Doing your thing, right. Yeah.
How different so Coach Keefe right now for the Albany Empire, last year you played for Clint Ozell with the Soul. How different are those two guys?
Honestly, they're actually almost, as far as passion-wise, they are the same. Like, I love their passion about the game. They're so competitive. As a player looking to them, they give you energy. So they're so competitive. They hate losing. So, when you see a coach is that involved with the team and that passionate about winning, you have no choice but to feed off of that. And they're both students of the game. They both played the game, and they transferred onto them, so they can relate to us a lot better than some of the coaches.
Take us through the process of how you ended the season with the Soul and how you ended up here as a member of the Empire.
Ooh, that was a long process. So the process,
got 5 hours to fill.
Yeah, we're good. Go as long as you want.
So that process was, when I ended my season last year, I told myself I was done. I didn't want to play no more. I got my ring. I was done. So I ended up teaching and coaching in high school football. So I was an OC, and we had spring ball down there. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I kind of felt.
Where is this? Florida?
Florida,
Okay, yeah.
Melbourne, Florida. And I felt like I started getting that itch again. So I ended up signing with Baltimore. And I told them I couldn't report until the 23rd. And when I reported, everything just didn't go my way around that way at that time. So I ended up getting released, traded to here. And then it all worked out for the best.
Yeah, I mean, because now you're going to get another ring in Albany, and Baltimore's going to lose. And Jordan from promotions, he's over here hitting the thing. I still call you Jordan for promotions because he used to be our guy, and then you guys stole him too. Thanks for that. So, Boom, what do you think of Albany? What's been your takeaway from Albany so far?
I mean, it's Albany.
How about the Albany fans then? And it's probably not exactly Melbourne.
Don't let him off the hook so fast.
I'll let him off the hook. You see the size of this dude?
I thought you was talking about like the Albany area.
Yeah.
I mean, answer that one first.
Well, all right, so I'll help you. Joe Hills is like it's like 95 degrees outside. Wide receiver, he's like, it's cold here, man.
It is cold today. Like it's not cold. It's chilly to me. It's real chilly because down in Florida you got the humidity. As soon as you step outside, you're sweating. So it's totally different here. But it's been some hot days here. But I haven't done much. I've been down to Six Flags with my family and Great Escape, if you want to call it.
We know. Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much all I've done since I've been here. It reminds me of where I'm from. It's not much to do. If there is, I'm
we haven't dragged you out enough yet. That's the problem.
I think so.
There's plenty to do, especially like you're my kind of athlete. It's like the only 6-pack we're throwing back are beers. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm with.
Just give me some wings. That's what I'm looking for as a night. So if anybody knows some good wings, just let me know.
Dude, we know plenty of good wings. See, now you're in my wheelhouse. Yep. Welcome to my arena. Here we go. But you get out there. You're such a nice guy. You're so humble. But you don't look like that on the field. Is there a different guy once the helmet goes on?
I think it has to be. You have to be a different guy when you're on the field. I'm not a big trash talker or nothing. You have to really get under my skin for me to be trash talking you or you doing something. I'm to a point in my career where I don't have to talk to nobody anymore. They know about me. That. So I'm just out there doing my job and I just want to win. Like I don't even want to. Like all I want to do is win. So once when the horn goes off, I'm ready to get off, take my pads off, and go home.
Like DJ Khaled, man.
There's a story here though. Who's the last guy who ticked you off to the point you had to trash talk?
Man,
it had to. Come on.
Actually, I did a little bit this last game because they were talking to our Mike, the quarterback, when we tried to do the second fake.
Yeah.
They were trash talking them. So I said a couple words, but other than that, I don't even remember. Like really? It really. Actually, you know what? The last person I trash talked was Terrence Moore.
I had a feeling.
Your own teammate?
Yes. Me and him, we just had battles. Like he's proven one of the best jacks in the league, and he was the only jack in the league that would really come up and hit me.
Right.
And we just always battled it out. Like, it wasn't no like I hate you type thing, but it was just on the field. We were battling. Like,
He was probably pretty happy to see you walk up in the same color uniform, wasn't he?
I was happy to be here too. You know what I mean?
See, for the athletes, like there's especially the skill guys too, like Joe Hills and others. Like the old expression was mossing somebody, going up over the top and making the play. You know, for the speed guys, it's juking somebody out. But I'm sure whether it be practice or in a game, you may have had a moment where you're in the open field and you absolutely trucked somebody. You ran somebody over. You had that big play. Can you think back, because you said this, your style of running shifted when you were in college. Was there that moment where you thought, I like being this big and running the football?
Well, last year, that's the reason why they actually gave me the name Boom Boom, because of what happened last year. It was against Tampa, and just DB he felt like he can just sit there and hit me up top, and it was pretty bad. It was probably like the worst person I ran over in my career. I was kind of shocked how it even happened. Like, I was shocked that he even tried to hit me up top, and it was bad. And I think it's on YouTube. And I think that's how I got the name. But the running style it didn't really change for me, because the way I ran in high school, we ran the triple option. So everything was like real quick hitting stuff. So it kind of reminds me of the stuff that we're doing now, like, you know, when we run dive or something, you have to be quick through the hole. So that's how we did it in high school. So it wasn't a big transition to me, but the open field, like my dad always told me to be a fullback when I'm running through the line, but then I could become a running back when I get past to the second level. So it makes sense, because sometimes I try to do too much in between the lines, and then I'm not a running back. You know, like, I'm a fullback, so I got to treat myself like a fullback sometimes.
No, so we had Joe Sykes in here, and he threw Gaz. Gaz is a collegiate offensive lineman. You want to run Gaz over?
No, he doesn't. No, I asked this great question about his. I set myself up for that. If anything,
Boom Boom looked at you like, sure.
I'm good. I think we don't got enough space.
Oh man, Boom Boom. The road game this week, Washington's had a rough year. Is it difficult to get up for a team that you should just roll over?
Not at all. It's as I'm looking at it, I'm sure everybody else is looking at it. It's playoffs. I mean, the record right now is 0-0. So they're 2 and whatever they were doesn't even matter anymore. It's playoff time, and for me being in the league for 7 years, I know there's a different level of play. Like, even when the basketball is, that's when everybody watches basketball, playoff time, because you kick up your play another level. You have to. So we know we're going to get their best for, you know, each week that we play them. So it's not difficult at all, and it shouldn't be difficult. If we do what we have to do, then everything will take care of itself.
And we got the home game coming up on the 21st, code orange. All the fans are asked to come dressed in orange. I think we need like a Boom Boom section.
I think so.
Like, I think every time
boomsticks a little bit,
the boomsticks going, and every time he scores, you'd be like boom, 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 and everybody scream whale through the whole stands. Like, look, our intern is always showing up on the jumbotron. He's in. He wants to do it. He's usually a little juiced up by that time. But man, you were super exciting to watch, especially last week. Some of the pictures that they were able to get of you running people over look phenomenal.
They were pretty good.
If you're looking for one more reason, if you haven't had enough yet to go see the Albany Empire, Boom Boom's that reason, man. I was like, I'm sitting back there with guys. I'm like, he's like, leave me alone. I'm like grabbing him, I'm like, look at my dude, running the ball. Like, he's like, enough, go away. But yeah, you super exciting. Thank you for coming to Albany. Thank you for being, you're just a cool guy, and we might have to bubble wrap and get you to dance at some point. If you guys win the ring here in Albany, we may have to, at least robot or something.
Hey, we got it. I'll be here. Well, you'll have to catch me, because I'll be flying right out after the Arena Bowl. So. Right out of here.
Listen, we're going to find wings and stuff to celebrate after you win the Arena Bowl.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, we got to make that happen. Boom Boom, thank you so much, man. We look forward to seeing you on the field on the 21st. Code Orange. Don't miss out. Of course, you can hear the game on 105.7, our sister station. But, look, that's not us. So I'm going to tell you right out, don't listen to it, go to it. It's a true experience. It's a lot of fun. And Boom Boom, we wish you nothing but the best, my man.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in here, and we're going to get you to dance.